What's up, guys? I hope you're doing fantastic. Today I want to talk a little bit about playing fast 16th notes on your hi-hat with one hand, or you could use this on your ride also. We've been talking a lot about this lately with my students, and I remember when I first started learning the technique to play one-handed 16th notes, and when I started diving into this, it was kind of awkward. I was listening to all these players as a young drummer playing these real quick 16th notes. It kind of sounded like a solid tambourine going on the whole entire song, and the tempo never changed. It was just real solid in that pocket. So I started trying this without learning properly. I started playing all stiff with one arm, trying to play these quick hits and using mostly wrists and arm. Now, I didn't get too far before my arms started hurting and my elbows were getting crippled and everything else. And I wondered to myself, how in the heck do these guys get these fast hits and play for an entire song? So I looked up on YouTube, and what I thought I saw these drummers doing is playing in and out, because I saw their arms moving back and forth. But what I didn't realize is that they were going up and down and not back and forth. So I practiced for 6 months or more with this technique, and it was very, very complicated, but all I thought was, I just need to put more time in. So I was putting hours and hours and hours in adjusting my body into trying to get these quick hits with that motion. And that's the problem with looking up videos online and YouTube and stuff. You don't realize what technique goes into things, and you can misperceive what you see. So today I'm going to break down the technique it takes to get nice, clean, comfortable, fast 16ths. So let me switch the camera angle over here so you can see what my hands are doing. All right, now that you can see my hands, let's check out what this looks like. So what we're going to do here is sort of the molar technique. We're not going to bend, we're not going to bring our elbows way up high or use our arms to swing, and we don't want to use our rotator cup either. We're going to use mostly wrists and fingers. So I call this painting the fence, where you're painting the back side of the fence with the back side of the brush. And we come up, open the fingers, and when we come back down, we're squeezing the fingers for the first stroke. So remember, bend at the wrist and bring the stick up. It should look something like that. Nice, smooth, powerful hit, okay? So I'm going up, bringing the fingers out, and coming down and squeezing. All right, so that's my first hit. The second hit is just going to be a drop as I bring the stick back up. So I swing, and then I raise the wrist and drop that stick. So let's practice that a little bit. So remember, it's not in and out. What you can do is take a piece of tape and put a piece of tape back towards the bell, and put one maybe a half an inch closer to the edge of the cymbal, so that you have two marks. And what we want to do is try to hit those two marks. So when we swing, we're going to hit the back mark, and all we're going to do is raise our wrist so that the stick tip changes its position, and we'll be able to hit that second hit. So remember, we're not going in and out, we're going down and up, down and up. So that'll change your position of your stick. And we can hit those two dots that we have that we put on our hi-hat. Okay, now let me talk a little bit about when we speed up. Now, I'm not going to be doing that drastic of a motion, but it's the same concept. So what we're going to do is what I call surfing. I just squeeze to drop that first hit, and then I drop the stick. Okay, squeeze, drop, squeeze, drop, squeeze, drop. And I'm just tugging a little bit on that stick, not hard. It's kind of like spreading butter over a piece of toast. You don't have to push too hard. Nice and smooth hits. Now I'm still doing that downward motion, but it's not way up and doing the full stroke. So you can see a little bit better here when I play French grip. I still got that motion going down and up, but mostly fingers now. All right, now the next thing you can do is start working these 16th notes into your groove. So I'm going to play a standard rock groove with 1 and 3 on the kick, 2 and 4 on the snare, and I'm going to keep the 16ths with no accents, and I'm just going to get these small surfs on the hi-hat. Now remember, start this out nice and slow and build yourself up. If you're too tight, you're not going to make this work. You have to be loose. Your fingers have to have some movement in it. You have to open and close. And like I said, keep that elbow close to your body. And we're going to upstroke and downstroke, like the Moeller technique. Okay? Even when I'm doing it down here, I'm still bending at my wrist and stroking, but it's in a smaller scale. All right, so that's the first part of getting comfortable playing 16th notes smoothly on the hi-hat. If you like this stuff and you want more independence underneath these kind of grooves, check out my website at www.jamiesdrumschool.com. I have a whole course on working out your kicks and your snare drums to try to gain some independence under these 16th note grooves. If you like this video, please click subscribe down below. And I hope you got something out of this. See you next time.